What if I told you that a single, simple item could mean the difference between staying calm during a power outage and scrambling in the dark? Sounds unbelievable, right? But it's true. In this video, we're breaking down 8 essential items you absolutely need to survive any power outage like a pro. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more life-saving tips, clever gadgets, and must-know hacks. Whether you're prepping for the unexpected or just want to stay ahead, let's jump into the must-haves that'll keep you ready when the power goes out. 8 flashlights and a battery arsenal, your first line of defense. When the world suddenly plunges into darkness, there's one item that instantly becomes your best friend: the flashlight. It's one of those things we take for granted until we're fumbling around in the pitch black, trying to avoid stubbing our toes on every piece of furniture we own. A flashlight isn't just a tool, it's your beacon of sanity when the lights go out. Imagine confidently reaching into a drawer and pulling out a flashlight, so bright it could guide ships to shore. That's the kind of preparedness we're talking about. But here's the thing, one flashlight isn't enough. Think of flashlights as your power outage squad. You need one in the kitchen, one in the bedroom, one in the bathroom, and maybe even one in the hallway. Trust me, no one wants to stumble around in the dark at 2 a.m., especially when nature calls. And if you really want to level up, invest in a headlamp. Not only does it free up your hands, but it also makes you look like you're about to embark on an epic cave exploration, practical and stylish. Now, let's talk batteries. Your flashlight might be the hero, but without batteries, it's just a sad, lifeless tube of plastic. Stock up on all the sizes: AA, AAA, and even those weird ones you never think about until you need them. Keep extras in unexpected places like your sock drawer or that random cabinet no one ever opens. And if you want to go green, invest in rechargeable batteries and a solar charger. That way you're not just surviving the blackout, you're thriving like a post-apocalyptic pro. Having a flashlight at the ready is like having a tiny superhero in your hand. It doesn't complain, it doesn't judge, it just shows up and shines. So stock up, spread them around your home, and be the light in the darkness. When the power goes out, you'll be ready to glow like the flashlight wizard you were born to be. 7 portable power banks and solar chargers. Your lifeline for device. Picture this. The lights are out, your room has that eerie dim glow, and suddenly you realize your phone's battery is at 10%. Cue the panic. In today's world, our phones are more than just gadgets. There are flashlights, maps, news sources, and boredom busters all rolled into one. That's why a portable power bank is an absolute must-have during a power outage. A good power bank is like carrying a secret stash of electricity in your pocket. It's there for you when your phone's battery bar turns red, ready to save the day. But don't settle for just any power bank. Get one that can charge your phone multiple times. Trust me, you'll still want to scroll through memes and check updates even when the world is off the grid. And if you really want to feel like a survivalist superhero, invest in a solar charger. That's right, harness the power of the sun to keep your devices alive. It's like Mother Nature herself is giving your phone a little boost. Just lay it out in the sunlight, and boom, your tech lives to see another day. Plus, it's eco-friendly, which is a win-win. Pro tip: charge your power banks ahead of time. There's nothing worse than pulling one out during a blackout only to realize it's as dead as the lights. That's a betrayal no one needs. Between your arsenal of flashlights and your magical phone juice bricks, you'll be 2 steps ahead of the blackout blues. So, stock up, stay charged, and keep your devices alive. After all, in a power outage, staying connected is survival 101. 6. Emergency radios. Your connection to the outside world. So, your flashlights are glowing, your phone is charged, and you're feeling like a blackout rock star. But what happens when your phone loses signal? No bars, no Wi-Fi, just a blinking screen and the sound of silence. That's when you realize you need an emergency radio. A true unsung hero in any power outage. Emergency radios have come a long way from the crackly AM/FM devices your grandparents used. Today's models are like Swiss Army knives for survival. They come with battery backups, hand cranks, solar panels, and even flashlight attachments. Some can even charge your phone. Yes, these radios are doing the most, and they don't need Wi-Fi or cell towers to keep you informed. When the power's out and your group chats have gone dark, there's something oddly comforting about hearing a voice crackling through the speaker, delivering weather updates or emergency alerts. It's a reminder that you're not alone, even when the world feels eerily quiet. And let's be honest, a little staticky jazz or old-school tunes can do wonders for your mood during a blackout. If you're serious about being prepared, go for a hand crank radio. Not only does it give you next-level survival vibes, but it also ensures you'll never run out of power. Cranking your way back to civilization feels oddly empowering, like you're taking control of the situation. An emergency radio isn't just a gadget. It's your lifeline to the outside world. It keeps you informed, connected, and calm when everything else feels uncertain. So add one to your survival kit and rest easy, knowing you're ready for whatever comes your way. 5. Non-perishable food and a manual can opener. Fuel for the long haul. The lights are out, your devices are hanging in there, and your radio is whispering updates like a mysterious DJ. But then your stomach growls, a loud, dramatic reminder that the microwave is useless and Uber Eats isn't coming. This is where your stash of non-perishable food becomes your saving grace. When it comes to survival eats, think beyond the crumbs at the bottom of a chip bag. Stock up on canned soups, beans, veggies, and even fruit cocktail. These shelf-stable goodies don't need refrigeration and can last for years. Protein bars, dried fruit, crackers, trail mix, and peanut butter are also excellent choices. It's like a blackout picnic, and you're the head chef. But here's the catch. All those cans of food are useless without a manual can opener. Your sleek electric opener, it's just a shiny paperweight during a power outage. A good old-fashioned manual can opener is your ticket to accessing all that delicious shelf-stable goodness. It's simple, reliable, and doesn't require electricity, just a little wrist power. Don't forget to add some variety to your stash. Pack cookies for your sweet tooth, hot sauce packets for a little spice, and maybe even some instant coffee or tea bag. Just because you're surviving doesn't mean you can't enjoy a little comfort food. When the lights go out, hunger doesn't take a break. Be the snack savant you were meant to be. Stock up, stay full, and embrace the art of the blackout feast. With a well-stocked pantry and a trusty can opener, you'll be ready to tackle any power outage with a full belly and a smile. 4. Water. The ultimate survival essential. You've just polished off your emergency snacks, beans, protein bars, maybe even a cookie or two, and you're feeling like a survival champion. Life's good, right? But then it hits you. That post-snack thirst, not just any thirst, but the kind that makes you feel like you've been wandering through a desert for hours. You reach for the tap, only to discover the water pressure has vanished, leaving you high and dry. Suddenly, water isn't just a convenience, it's a lifeline. In a power outage, water becomes liquid gold. It's the one thing you can't live without, and when the taps stop running, you'll wish you had prepared. But not you. You're ahead of the game. You've got gallons of water stashed away like a hydration guru. Experts recommend at least 1 gallon per person per day. And you've taken that advice to heart. Whether it's for drinking, cooking, or even washing your face to feel human again, your water supply has your back. But what if the outage drags on longer than expected? What if your stash starts to dwindle? That's where water purification tablets come in. These tiny magical tablets are like survival potions, transforming questionable water into something safe to drink. Found an old jug of water in the garage? No problem. Just drop in a tablet, wait a bit, and voila! Clean, drinkable water. It's like having a portable chemistry lab in your pocket. Water isn't just for drinking though, it's the unsung hero of daily life. Need to rinse your hands? Check. Wash a dish? Done. Flush the toilet? Absolutely. In a blackout, water does it all. That's why it's crucial to stock up. Invest in large jugs, stack them neatly, and keep them in a cool, dark place. The best part, water doesn't expire, so you can store as much as you want without worrying about it going bad. When the lights go out, your water supply becomes your greatest asset. It keeps you hydrated, clean, and sane. So stock up, stay prepared, and give yourself a pat on the back. You're not just surviving, you're thriving, one sip at a time. 3. First aid kits. Your emergency MVP. You've got light, power, snacks, and water. You're feeling invincible, like the ruler of your own off-grid kingdom. But then disaster strikes. Maybe you trip over a chair in the dark, or you cut yourself while opening a can of bean. Suddenly, you're reminded that even the smallest injuries can feel like a big deal during a blackout. That's where your first aid kit comes in. a compact box of miracles that turns you into your own personal medic. A first aid kit is more than just a collection of bandages and ointment. It's your safety net, your peace of mind, and your ticket to handling minor emergencies, like a pro. Got a splinter from rummaging through your emergency supplies? No problem. Tweezers to the rescue. Skinned your knee while navigating the dark hallway? Antiseptic wipes and a bandage, and you're good to go. Feeling a headache coming on from all the stress? Your kit probably has pain relievers ready to save the day. But it's not just about the tools, it's about the confidence that comes with being prepared. There's something empowering about knowing you can handle whatever minor mishaps come your way. Your first aid kit is like a superhero in a box, ready to swoop in and save the day. And let's not forget the little things that make a big difference, like alcohol wipes, medical tape, and those tiny scissors that somehow make you feel like a surgeon. Stocking your first aid kit is an art form. You'll need bandages in all sizes, antiseptic creams, pain relievers, gloves, gauze, and more. And don't skimp on the extras. Better to have too much than not enough. When the power's out and chaos is in the air, your first aid kit is your calm in the storm. So whether you're dealing with a minor scrape or just want to be ready for anything, your first aid kit is a must-have. It's not just about surviving, it's about thriving with confidence, knowing you've got everything you need to handle life's little surprises. 2 warm blankets and sleeping bags, your cozy survival gear. The lights are out, the heat has stopped humming, and the temperature is dropping faster than your patience with the power company. 1 minute you're fine, and the next you're bundled up in every hoodie you own, wondering why your nose is the coldest part of your body. But don't worry, you've got a secret weapon: warm blankets and sleeping bags. A good blanket isn't just a piece of fabric, it's a hug, a shield, and a fortress of warmth, all rolled into one, thick, fluffy, and oh so cozy. The right blanket can make you feel like you're wrapped in a cloud, and if you've got a sleeping bag, even better. Not the flimsy kind from childhood sleepovers, but a proper thermal sleeping bag that says "Bring it on, winter." When the temperature drops, layering is your best friend. Start with your favorite blanket, add a quilt, and top it off with that weird fleece throw you keep in the back of the closet. Fashion takes a backseat to function during a blackout, so don't be afraid to pile on the layers. The goal is to stay warm, comfortable, and maybe even a little smug about how prepared you are. But staying warm isn't just about comfort, it's about survival. Hypothermia can set in quickly, even indoors, so having the right gear is crucial. Blankets and sleeping bags are your first line of defense against the cold, and they're worth their weight in gold when the heat goes out. So light a few candles, sip some hot cocoa, and pretend you're on a cozy winter retreat. With your blankets and sleeping bags, you're not just surviving, you're thriving, one warm layer at a time. 1 backup heat sources. Your cold weather savior, you're bundled up in your blanket fortress, feeling like a toasty burrito of survival. But then the cold starts creeping in, and you realize that sometimes blankets just aren't enough. That's when you need a backup heat source, a game changer that turns your freezing living room into a warm haven. Backup heat sources come in many forms, from propane heaters to wood stove. A propane heater is like having your own personal sunbeam. It's quick, efficient, and easy to use. Just flip the switch, and you're basking in warmth. But if you're more of a rugged survivalist, a wood stove might be your style. Sure, it takes a bit of effort to chop firewood, but there's something undeniably satisfying about the crackle of a fire. Safety is key when using backup heat sources. Always ensure proper ventilation to avoid carbon monoxide buildup. Crack a window, keep the area well ventilated, and never use outdoor-only heaters indoors. A little caution goes a long way in keeping you warm and safe. Having a backup heat source isn't just about staying warm, it's about peace of mind. When the power's out and the cold is biting, knowing you have a reliable way to heat your home is priceless. It's the difference between shivering in the dark and sitting comfortably, sipping tea, and waiting for the lights to come back on. So invest in a backup heat source, stock up on fuel, and be ready to face the cold with confidence. When the temperature drops, you'll be the one who's warm, cozy, and completely in control. When the lights go out and the world feels a little less certain, being prepared isn't just a luxury, it's a necessity. These 8 must-have items: flashlights, power banks, emergency radios, water supplies, first aid kits, warm blankets, backup heat sources, and non-perishable food, aren't just tools for survival. They're your ticket to staying calm, comfortable, and in control. Each item plays a vital role in turning a potentially stressful situation into a manageable one. From lighting up the darkness to staying hydrated, from keeping warm to staying connected, these essentials ensure you're ready for anything. Power outages don't have to feel like chaos. They can be an opportunity to showcase your preparedness and resilience. So stock up, stay organized, and embrace the mindset of a true survivalist. With these essentials by your side, you're not just surviving a power outage, you're thriving through it. The next time the lights flicker and the power cuts out, you'll be the one who's ready, calm, and confident. Because when you're prepared, there's nothing you can't handle. Stay safe, stay prepared, and let the glow of your readiness shine through any darkness.